Okay, so apparently I have a certain type of video voice, and I don't need to warn my wife when I'm recording because
I know what it sounds like when you're talking on the video.
apparently I talk to you guys differently. Cobra Strike update here. So weird stuff. So plus skills matters a lot more than percentage damage, which I didn't think would be the case. 38,902. Oh, and it's going to drop down to 38,902. 39,000. Hang on. So maybe I found the breakpoint here. Bam, bam. 51,000. There we go. 51,559. So at a certain point, so I guess it's in that 30,000 range, actually. The plus skills are worth more than the poison skill damage. So I've switched off the venom grips and put on 230s. And the reason for that is when I actually now use fade instead of burst of speed, which gives it the PDR and everything, I'm at max breakpoint with just the two items, just need 60. And that's because I took the storm shield off, which I wanted to use the storm shield, but just use one, and I figured this would be a class that would be good with it. It's just better with a Bartux. You can facet it out. It's got 4 to all skills. Your weapon block is pretty good. So it's basically the block I had on the storm shield, and it significantly increases your damage. Yeah, it's kind of nutty. With the bramble on, which honestly, I'm cheating a bit because I really don't use the bramble. I use it to pre-buff, and then I wear a shaft stop because I have enough damage. But I have the highest stat sheet damage I've ever seen. Well, not ever seen in the game, but I've ever had, for sure. 1, 2, 3. Come on. I just want to show off my damage, man. 3. 113k Dragonflight. Yeah, it's kind of stupid. So with the shafts, obviously the bramble puts on a lot more, but with fade, shaft stop, I can get to 47 PDR. I'm still at max res, even without res charms. So I don't know. It's just I can play more aggressively in maps, and I like this setup more. I know this is my Lucian armor, and once I get some levels, I'm still only level 88. I will try to boss with this a bit. But yeah, 48 PDR is just too much to give up. So like I said, I sort of rebuilt it here, and Merman's, I don't even res on the boots because I need the faster run walk. So you can even cut down and use something like an Alders that has res on it, that has 40 faster run walk and be just fine. It sort of begs the question, why don't you just use burst of speed when that can lower your breakpoints to 0? Well, I just can't think of a helm to use other than Andy's face. And with one of those off, you're down to the second breakpoint, which is perfectly fine. But what other 2-skill helm is there that you would want to use on this class? I mean, Shaco can't get 3 sockets, neither can Steel Shade, and the rest of them are all sort of damaged base helms that have the plus skills. So yeah, I think this setup is, if I was making a pure mapper, I would get a 3-socket shaft stop and fill it with poison facets. That would give you 60 pierce and 15% more damage on the Cobra Strike, probably a Cobra Strike around 55,000. Yeah, so I like this class. It's very weird. It is still it's like a B tier mapper. It's still slow. You hold down right click, you mow things down, and occasionally you Dragonflight to move. Because you're attacking too fast to actually use that 113k Dragonflight kick consistently. I mean, you can see even with the shaft stop, it's 85,000 damage. Yeah, you still melt things, so I would just build it tanky and go from there. The Storm Shield just isn't worth it, and even then I was thinking about what other shields could you use. Well, Spike Thorn, but what is on there? It's physical damage, so that doesn't help either. I think it's just the Bartux is the way to go, and the Jade Talon gives too much with the block rate and the resistances and the skills, and the extra point to your Venom, which this one doesn't give. No, yeah, this one only gives 2 to your Venom. So very interesting class. I just didn't expect it to have this much pop, and I did not really expect to be able to get it up to where it needs to be to really be a bosser. And even my lifer charms are pretty bad. So I think I could get this to maybe 2,700 life. I mean, 22 is plenty for Lucian, but I will try to pump it up and maybe take a shot at declone or something with it. I mean, I have a 1 declone temp. I'm sure it can do 0, and I'm sure it can do 1, but I'll try and give it a shot here on something. That's the update. I'm not doing a map showcase or anything because I don't have the time, and my baby still has
mesmerized by the colors.
He's still that giant pimple on his
But
face.
look, it's already better. It's like green now instead of bright yellow.
Yeah, it's. Is anyone else obsessed with popping pimples like I am? I can't stand that I can't pop my kids' pimples because it'll apparently kill them or something like that. Anyway, that's everything. And also, I guess Shadow Dancers. The only other question I have is I'm so close because of the Andy's face to 156. You see, I'm saving my points specifically for this. Is it like worth the 2 extra skills to put on Shadow Dancers to burn up that amount of strength? Which I guess I'll figure that out. So it's faster hit recovery and curse resistance and dexterity. God, Shadow Dancers are good. So that's probably the last thing I need to do is get some Shadow Dancers and just bite the bullet and say that's enough life and get the strength up to use them. That's another. By the way, I know I'm jumping around here. Another reason for the Bartux. I forgot it has 20 strength and 20 dexterity, and it looked at the dex and strength requirements. Like that's another 40 points into vitality, which is what 100. That has 120 life on it, basically. So, yeah, I just can't imagine a shield that works on this. Storm Shield probably actually needs a buff. Like sort of in the way Wind Force got buffed, like it was already good, but it's so iconic they buffed it so it could compete with things. Like Storm Shield, what does Storm Shield go on other than like a Javazon? It's like the most iconic shield in the game, and it just doesn't get enough use, in my opinion, on builds here. I don't even know what you do to buff it. But anyway, I've rambled. That's the build. I'll put on more showcase stuff later. Hey, Dudo. Could also make it Plague Claw, but again, yeah, I just can't imagine giving up the stats on these, so.